Welcome back to another tier maker, and this is another one where we're ranking sports logos. We're doing the NFL. This has nothing to do with the quality of the team, the ownership of the team, players, past history, Super Bowls won and lost, worst records in the history. None of that matters. Throw it all out. It means nothing. We are just ranking them on the logos that are on the screen right now. Are you ready to join me? This should be fun. All right. Now, I'm not going to tell you who my favorite team is. You may know already if you know me. But if you don't, I want you to feel like there's no bias whatsoever. At the end, I will tell you who my favorite team out of all of these are. Some I like more than others for various reasons. Having said that, all bias thrown out the window. We are just ranking the logos in terms of originality, creativity, color scheme, etc. All right? And does the logo get the point across about the team name? Okay? That's what we're doing. And we're starting with the Arizona Cardinals. Now, these look like they're in alphabetical order. All right. Kudos to whoever put this list together. Friolito with the air horn, thank you. Blast it in my ear. Turtle_7. Let's give a shout out to them because they made this list, and I'll tell you, it's in alphabetical order and everything. And they've even got the new logos for Washington and the LA Rams. I gotta tell you, kudos. This is a pretty recent list, I think. So let's get into it. Before I do though, let's read chat. This is from No Name Piece of Crap. The only bias I had was I used to have a Baltimore Ravens blanket once and it was super comfy. All right. So you have no biases either. Now, YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, put it in here. If you agree or disagree with my rankings, put it in the comments. I love it. I love it. And throw me a subscription too, please. I'm trying to grow this thing. If you're watching this live on Twitch right now, put it in the chat. Keep me honest. If you don't like where I'm going with some of these, call me out on it. But the rankings are my own. There will be no reviews. All are final, but I might play with them a little bit here and there. It really depends on where everything else falls out. And starting with the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I will say, Arizona Cardinals. This logo, it's a cardinal, but it's kind of generic. Like, it tells you it's a cardinal, and their team colors are red and white. Okay, cool. But there's cardinals. Okay. Now, my judgment I'm making is based on the team name. There's the St. Louis Cardinals. There's Cardinals in like 5 different sports. And that's just in America. It's kind of a boring name. And the logo, it gets the point across, but it's also kind of boring too. And you've seen this logo used a bunch by high schools, maybe a college or two. Whatever. It's a high C or a low B for me. You can look at it and know that it's a Cardinal. Right? I like that. But it's kind of dull. Now we talk about the Atlanta Falcons. Now, I like this one a little bit better. It's black and red, and it kind of looks like a falcon based on the claws and the head. But there's different shapes going on in the wings and in the body, and in the white border around everything. It's visually appealing. I like it. I think that logo is definitely better than the Cardinals. You can look at it and know that it's a falcon, kind of. But they went out of their way a little bit to do some things a little bit differently with that logo. I like it. It's not my favorite out of all of these, but I like it. And it's shaped like an F. Ah. Pock, you're right. It's shaped like an F. How did I never notice that before? You know what? That's A tier. It just went up. If you're going to be able to work a letter in an inventive way like that, a letter for your city or the letter for your team name, that's bonus points. We got to put it up there with an A. I got to do it. Baltimore Ravens. Now, this is no different than the Cardinals logo, but they slap a B in there like that's supposed to do any good. Like, if the B wasn't in there, it would just be a purple bird. And are Ravens purple? Let's look that up. They're black, aren't they? What color are Ravens? They're black! So why is this purple? D tier. By the way, you can't look at that without the B and even know that it's a raven because it's purple, but also, like, is that a raven? Is it like a mad pigeon? Like, I can't tell what that is. D tier. Sorry about your blanket. Purple is a nice color. I mean, I like purple, but ravens aren't purple. All right, Buffalo Bills. Kind of iconic. I'm gonna put it up as a B. B for Buffalo. You can't see the head on here, but it's obviously a buffalo. But that red streak that's going through it, and it looks like the buffalo is jumping or like it's going to headbutt something. I like the momentum in the picture. I will say. I think it's a cool logo. It's an older logo, but it's pretty iconic. And I'm going to throw it up as a B. Carolina Panthers. It's right there. It's ahead of the Cardinals, but not too much. Again, a little bit of a difference in variation. Obviously, Panthers aren't blue. They wanted to work another color in. Baltimore could have done that. Baltimore could have had it be black with some purple highlights in it, but they didn't go the imaginative route, like the Carolina Panthers people who made the logo for that. Whatever art firm or marketing firm or whoever drew that, they did pretty good. But I still think it's below the Buffalo Bill logo because I do like that it's growling at you. That's kind of neat. In fact, you know what? Yeah, we'll go low B. We'll go low B with the Panthers logo. It's neat. It's a good logo. I like it. Chicago Bears. It's a C. No, it's actually an F. Come on. Navy blue and orange. Love the colors. There's barely any navy blue in this, just on the very outer edge. And then the white, and then the orange for the C. It's a C. Right? I know they're like one of the original teams. That doesn't excuse it. That logo is a C. It's boring. Now, do the Bears have other logos that maybe aren't in here? Let's find out. Chicago Bears logos. Okay, so that bear right there. That's the one I think of. So if I'm looking at this, let's open it in a new tab, please. That's a pretty good logo. Navy blue and orange. All right, that logo would probably be right here with the Panthers. But just the C logo, that's an F tier. I'm sorry, it is. It's just a C. It's boring. Baltimore. The Cincinnati Bengals. It's a B, but with the Bengal Tiger thing. It's a D. I'm going to put it above the Baltimore Ravens. Even though it's just a letter B with that paint scheme, I feel like I could have made that. You know what? I could have made that. It's lower D. Sorry, Cincinnati. Cleveland Browns. Get the hell out of here with this. Are you kidding me? Their logo is not having a logo. They've got a brown and white stripe on the top of their head. Now, some would argue it's iconic. The lack of a logo is iconic. But here's the thing. It's not even brown, it's orange. You're the Cleveland Oranges? The brown is on the top of the helmet. That's orange. Shit tier. Anti-logo. The Dallas Cowboys. It's a star. I'm sorry. Also F tier. Like slightly ahead of that Bears C. Honestly, what are you thinking? You're a cowboy? What about that star says Cowboys? You think of it because you've seen it for your whole life. Anytime you've even seen an NFL game that has the Cowboys in it, you think of the star. They put the star at the 50-yard line. There's stars in all these other places. The Hall of Fame, Walk of Fame thing they have, and the Ring of Honor and all that. Stars everywhere. The star doesn't mean anything about the Cowboys. It has literally nothing to do with Cowboys. Nothing. It's a blue star. The fact that they've tied that star, that blue and white star, to the Cowboys is the only reason I have it as a higher F. But it's still F tier. I'm sorry. We're ranking logos. They have no logos. Immediate F. For the Browns, yeah, 100%. That's why it's the lowest of the F tier so far. Dallas Cowboys logo is eh. It's not even eh. It's less than eh. Dallas Cowboys, however, yeah, great band. Denver Broncos. This is kind of up here with these, right? If it made like a B shape or something out of their logo, like the Falcons logo, then it would probably be up in the A. But I think it's up here with the Buffalo Bills. In fact, I'm gonna put it a little bit ahead because I really do like the motion that is in, and the eyes are like sleek looking. It's a tough looking logo. If you're gonna have a horse, you could do a lot worse. The old Denver Broncos logo with the horse, I like the Orange Crush, but the old horse, this logo looked better. And they changed this logo, I want to say in like 97. In fact, the first year they won their Super Bowl ever was their first year in that new outfit, the new outfits with that new logo. So I think it's pretty cool. I think it's all up here. These are all really close together. High B and low B, they're all really close. You're with me on that, Friolito? All right, I like that. Detroit Lions, again, all kind of in the same thing here. This lion is looking like it's gonna pounce. I'll go ahead and put it above all the other ones. And in fact, I'm gonna put the Carolina Panthers ahead of the Buffalo Bills because I love the in the face. That's good. Because the Detroit Lion is doing that too. Where's Treebeard? I'm giving his logo a better ranking than his team deserves. Spoiler alert, I'm not a Lions fan. They are the punching bag of the NFC constantly. But I like that logo. I do. Green Bay Panthers. You get to come right down here with the B for the Bengals. Same difference. Just having a letter. In fact, no. No, that's down here. It's down here. It's got to be down here. It's got to be down here with the C. I can't put it. I only put that Bengals logo up there because the color scheme shows a Bengals tiger. You look at that G, you're like, it's green and a little bit of yellow. It's no different from the Bears logo. In fact, are they both trying to be shitty together? Is that what they're doing? Because they're hated rivals. They hate each other. But their logos both suck. I know the Green Bay probably has a better logo than that. I'm just talking about what's on screen. That's it. Green Day Panthers. That's pretty good. Houston Texans. Okay, so I'm kind of in the C with this. So they took the Texas flag and put it into, is this supposed to be a longhorn or a steer? What is this? Here's my problem. What's a Texan? I think the Houston Texans have the dumbest name in the NFL. The Texans. That's a team name? Really? Everyone who's in the state is a member of our team. No, not really. And I like the logo, but it has nothing to do with the team name. What, you raise livestock? Houston Ranchers? That would make more sense. Also, this is based off the Texas flag. Texans, but yeah, I'm not. I got a little bit of a problem with that. I do. The logo itself isn't bad, and I think it deserves to be up in the C's. In fact, I'm going to make it a high C for the logo alone, but it does not convey the team name other than the Texas part. But this, you're looking at it, you're like, the Bulls? The Texas Steers? I don't know what that is. I hate the Texans logo. The Panhandle doesn't exist. Galveston is gone. Why? I didn't understand. The Panhandle doesn't exist. I mean, it's not shaped like the state. All right, the Indianapolis Colts. It's a horseshoe. It's blue and it's got some dots in it. This logo it's kind of with the B for Bengals. It could be any horse. Colts? I don't know. I don't get that from this. Now, if it was turned sideways, it would look like a C, and then I'd probably put it up in the C tier. But no. It's a blue horseshoe. Kind of boring. I could have made that myself in MS Paint in like 10 minutes. Less if I knew what I was doing in Paint. Limp Lion is here. He's chiming in about the Steelers. We'll get to them. Jacksonville Jaguars. Where's Blake Bortles when you need him? This belongs kind of here-ish. Actually, you know what? It belongs up here. I love they got the team colors and the tongue and the eyes. Definitely looks like a Jaguar. I think it's all up in here. In fact, it should be right there with the Panthers. Maybe it's not quite as stylized as Carolina. I'm going to put it right there. I think these are all really close though. They're all very good logos. They all work team colors in. Yeah, I like the Jacksonville Jaguars logo. The team in themselves, dog water, but I do like the logo. F tier. What the fuck? It's still an ugly logo. What's still an ugly logo? The Jacksonville Jaguars? I'm fine with the Jaguars logo. I think it's cool. I think it belongs in the B tier. It should be on the same level as all of these. If you're saying that's F tier, no, the Browns logo is F tier. There is no logo. F tier, instant F tier. Oh, just realized this was logos. Yeah, I'm not ranking the teams based on players or championships or any of that. Just the logos. Kansas City Chiefs. All right. Just for a second, we're going to forget the fact that this is a team, just like the Atlanta Braves, that still does all of this crap about, Native Americans and all that. Washington got smart, but their name was almost a slur. Chiefs, not a slur, but they all still do the tomahawk chop, which is just brain dead. Like it just insults your intelligence. I'm sorry. I'm putting that out there. I hate seeing the tomahawk chop. I think it's terrible. I think it's stupid. It's stupid. It makes you look stupid. Stop doing it. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest. Okay. One of my closest friends is a Chiefs fan, big time Chiefs fan, lives in Kansas City. As a logo, the K and the C, this looks kind of 60s. I kind of like the way the K and the C are together, and it's just got an arrowhead in the middle of it. I'm gonna go low C. Here's the thing. These logos are kind of derpy. The KC arrowhead is a pretty good logo. It's simple, but it gets the point across. And you can look at it and know that it's something Native American themed. We'll give it that. Low C though. Can't go above these other two. KC logo's dog water. Make them F and then they can be KFC. I mean, I'm trying to make a case for them to be down here. But the arrowhead and the KC in it, I think it's actually a smart move. I think they should be C, but no better than C. I don't know how to describe it, but the arrowhead is in papyrus font. Come on. All right, the San Diego Chargers, who are now the Los Angeles Chargers. It's a bolt. It's a D. It's pretty much there with the Colts logo. I'll put it slightly ahead of it because it's got some jagged edges in it. They didn't just take a clip art and paint it blue. Maybe that is a clip art. I don't know. It's boring. Oh, Pac, I know papyrus is a meme. I get it. The LA Rams. So the A, swooping out of the A is the ram horn. I like that. And the L and the A, like that font choice. I gotta tell you, I think it's... I think it belongs up here. I really do. I love the ram head, the swirl of the ram head. I do. Even though the head isn't there, just having that swirling off the A is that's a pretty cool logo. I'm going to put it a high B. So far, though, nobody's gotten above an A. And that Falcon only snuck into the A because it's shaped like an F. It's very original. Raiders. Okay. I see a dude wearing a helmet. He's got pirate swords. He's wearing a patch. Are you the LA Pirates? I'm sorry, Las Vegas. I can't keep up with how many cities your stupid team's been in. I can't. You were LA. You were Oakland. You were LA. You were Oakland. And now you're in Las Vegas. Is that it? I know you got a brand new stadium. You also gave Chucky $100 million, and then he got just disgraced out of there. But that has nothing to do with any of this. I'm just rating the logo, and I'm telling you, the logo is both iconic and head scratching at the same time. I don't get it. Are you a pirate that plays football? Who do you raid? What are you raiding with your one eye? You're missing an eye, right? You have no depth perception. What are you raiding? It's low C. Las Vegas Gamblers. Miami Dolphins. So this is kind of like, it's kind of here though. And they got the team colors, the teal and the orange. They kind of look good together. It's a dolphin. It's jumping out of something. The ring around it's like a sun because it's Florida. I like that. I like that. I'm kind of putting that up here a little higher. Does it belong up in here in the B tier though? That's a tough one. I'm going to listen to chat for a second. You tell me, is the Miami Dolphins logo B or C? It's not going higher than B, but it's not going lower than C. I do like that logo. I think it's clean. Kind of like the Cardinals logo is clean, but it's not overly stylized like a couple of these are, like the Jaguars and the Panthers. A little overly stylized. It's not quite that way, but I like that those are overly stylized. I'm gonna put it up here with the Buffalo Bills. I think it belongs there. Team colors in it. It's very clearly a buffalo, very clearly a dolphin, and they're both in motion going to the right. I like that. We'll go ahead and go there. All right. I don't know why Jesse Ventura it has horns on his head, or why he's wearing a blonde mullet wig. I also don't know why his hair and his beard, his mustache matches the top of his helmet. I'm a little confused by that. I will say the Vikings logo is kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I don't know that I can go A, but it should probably be up here. It's tough looking, even though the team really isn't. Sorry. How many rings? Sorry. But your logo's kind of neat, I'm gonna say. Is it a C? It's kind of here. I don't like the choice of color. I'm gonna be honest. The purple and the yellow, whoever came up with that was colorblind. I'm sorry. Purple? Okay, sure. Purple people eaters. Hey. Yeah. There's more yellow in that logo than purple. They don't wear yellow. Yellow is barely a highlight on their jerseys. It's purple or white. So I'm going to put it a C tier, but I'm going to put it a high C. I think it's better than all of these logos, but I don't think it belongs up in the B. All right. Patriots logo. Tom Brady sucks. F tier. I'm just kidding. I will be honest, I don't like this logo that much. It's a dude's face. It's got a flat head, and then this trailing mullet that's red and blue behind it, and there's a star in the forehead. I don't know what they were smoking when they made this logo. It's visually interesting, the way everything is swooping back. I like that, but this is D tier for me. I'm sorry. You don't look at that and go, hey, that's a Patriot. What the hell is that? I don't even know what that is. And by the way, if you can't see that logo properly, that's what it looks like. What's up with your the front of your face? What's up with your head? What is that? Are you supposed to be wearing like a Paul Revere hat or something? I don't get that from that logo at all. I don't. I'm not quite sure what kind of hat this is supposed to be. I'm sorry, what year is it? No, I'm just kidding. I don't like that logo at all. I just don't think it's well designed, right? Now this old logo, that was the old Patriots logo, and I'll tell you what, that is some retro shit, and I like it. I actually like it. That looks like Paul Revere is about to hike the ball. I like that logo better. See, there's an updated one. What is this? Look at that. See that? I like that. Those are kind of cool. They put some thought into those. What are these other Patriots logos? These are some weird alternate logos. Those aren't the Patriots logo. The Patriots logo is this one, and that in and of itself, meh. So we're gonna put it down here as a high B or a high D. I just don't think it's a weird ass logo, and it doesn't make any sense. All right, the Saints, the fleur-de-lis, known as the New Orleans and Louisiana flag logo and all that. It doesn't say Saints, but if you know anything about geography, you know that's New Orleans. And it's got the team colors. So this is where I'm kind of putting it over here. But it's also kind of like the Colt logo. God, this is a tough one. I think as a logo, it's kind of dull. I do. I think it needs to be in the D, but it's above these two. I think it's above these two. Because you look at that, and again, that is very specific to Louisiana. So I think you should give it a little bit more credit than the Chargers or the Colts logo. Nolans. The New York Football Giants. Here's a red, white, and blue NY. Two letters versus one. And you're right down here in F tier with the Green Bay Packers. What is it with the NFC and these boring logos? Right now, the AFC is only one F. There's 4 NFC logos that'll suck. New York Jets. I mean, it's down here too, and not just because the team sucks. I mean, it's an old font. It's 60s. I like that about it. But it's... Where's the jet? There's no jets in any of this. And we better put a football in there so people know it's a football logo. It's so hackneyed. I almost want to put it below those, but no, it's ahead of the letters. It's ahead of the letters. But I can't even put it ahead of the Cowboys logo. I'm sorry. I know it's going to break my cousin Travis's heart. But you got to look at it unbiased and say that logo is not good. And listen, I did a baseball one of these, and I talked about the Cubs logo. I've been a Cubs fan my whole life, since I was a little kid. I was fair about their logo, all right? I think I had it like C tier. All right, Philadelphia Eagles are right there with all of these. We've got birds and all of this, and it's screaming, and it has little hints of green. It's always sunny in Philadelphia. It's almost exactly like the Panthers logo, but I like the Panthers logo better. I will put it slightly ahead of the Jaguars, but I think it all belongs right there. All right, the Steelers. All right. I'm at a loss here. Those 3 stars, is that from like a steel mill company thing or something? Because I look at that, I don't know what that is. Steelers logo, meaning. Steel lightens your work, brightens your leisure, and widens your world. They also represent the 3 materials used to produce steel. Yellow for coal, orange for iron ore, and blue for steel scrap. Okay, so those things are very specific to the steel workers, and they put the word Steelers in there. This is tough. I mean, as a logo, it's just 3 stars. Like, as someone who doesn't know about the history of steel mills and what those are supposed to mean, I just look at that and go, what the hell is that? But I do like that they put thought into it, that they did that as to kind of represent their area. I mean, why not just show, like, some big buff dude that's holding, like, a thing of steel on his arm or something?
Ha! Got him!
Got him. Thank you. Appreciate the bits. Friolito, aka Jordy. Appreciate those. Steeler logo. I'm just... it's kind of like the Raiders. I'm going to put it ahead of the Raiders. But I can't go higher than C. Because people can look at the New Orleans logo and at least know that it's Louisiana. The Steelers, you have to know a little bit about that to know that that is a steel thing. But if you're from the area, I bet you could take a lot of pride in that, knowing what it means. And God, you know, I'm talking myself out of a C even. I can't believe you've done this. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. As a sports logo, it's just a circle with 3 little stars in it. It should be down here with the Cowboys. I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. All right. We're almost out of this. The Seahawks logo. I like it. Kinda. Here's the problem. And I'm going to put it over here with the Cardinal. It's got team colors, the navy blue and the green. I like it. It's like sea green. They did a good job of choosing their team colors. And I like their uniforms, especially their alternate green uniforms. They look great. I don't know that that's a Seahawk. I don't know that that's a Seahawk. What the fuck is a Seahawk? I'm sorry. What's a Seahawk? I don't understand. Is a Seahawk a real thing? Sea chicken? Sea bird? Water bird? Waterfowl? I don't know. It looks like a blue eagle to me. It looks like an eagle. So when I see that logo, it doesn't scream out what it is. It's kind of weird. But I like the colors that are worked into it. I'm going to put it slightly ahead of the Cardinals logo. No, I'm not. No, I can't. I got to put it over here. I'm sorry. San Francisco 49ers. They've got better logos than this, but this one, it's got to be down here. You can't just put 2 letters. Unless it has something. You get away with it if it's surrounded by an arrowhead. They play at Arrowhead stadiums. That's fair. This belongs down here. I'm sorry. I like the SF, the way they're on top of each other with the gold and the... Come on. It's all of these boring ass logos. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Unlike the Raiders, it actually looks like a pirate flag. And they have a sword as the flagpole itself. It's a pretty good logo. It's a pretty good logo. I'm going to put it right there. Just behind the Viking. The Osprey, also called the Seahawk, Riverhawk, and Fishhawk, is a diurnal fish-eating bird of a large raptor, 24 inches in length. Great. Still don't know what one actually looks like. What does an actual Seahawk look like in real life? Seahawk. See, when you type Seahawk, it automatically thinks football team. It doesn't think about anything else. It's look at all these fans and these mascots and shit. Is the Seahawk a real bird? People had to ask if it's a real bird because no one knows what the fuck a Seahawk is. Since a Seahawk is a fictional animal, the team settled for an augerhawk. When you don't even know what the hell bird you are, it's a made-up word. I'm sorry. 2 more. Tennessee Titans. I like the blue and red flames. Neat. There's 3 stars in there. I like the shape of the T. Whatever font that is, it's pretty neat. What's a Titan? It's a giant fireball. I'm gonna kind of put it up here though. I like it. I like the logo. It's kind of up here with Tampa Bay. It's kind of the same for me. I don't know why. I can't put it higher than that, though. And lastly, we've got the Washington Redskins. It's a W. Oh, they're not the Redskins anymore. I'm sorry. They're the Washington Generals. Washington Generals is the football team. Washington football team name. You know, what are they? The Commanders. Boring. Dude, they should have stuck with Washington football team. Like football over in Europe. That's what they should have done. It's down here. I'm sorry. I like the W. It's a little more interesting visually, but that's boring. Washington Commanders. I'm sorry. Y'all should have stuck with Washington football team. It should have been the Washington Generals. It's like a basketball team. It plays against the Globetrotters. All right, this is my list, and I'm sorry. None of these logos are S tier. Not a single one. I don't know what to tell you. I wish I had a better answer for you. I don't. If a couple of these teams have alternate logos that look better than these, they should have been on the list. But I still think this is a good list. I think the Turtle 7 did a good job with this list. All the teams represented. Everything's good. But man, let's count the F tier. NFC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-2. The NFC loses to the AFC with F tiers. The Washingtons. That's what they should have done. All right. This is my list. By the way, I will come out and say I'm a Broncos fan. I have been since the mid-90s when I went to college up in Wyoming. And yeah, the 2 years I went to college in the state of Colorado, they won back-to-back Super Bowls. So you're welcome. I lived in the state for those 2 Super Bowl wins. You're welcome. And it was neat to see them win a third one with Peyton Manning, even though they had a chance to win a fourth, and the Seahawks figured out their commands. There's probably a Spygate in there somewhere that we never found out about. They had their commands picked out from the start. I think they just studied a lot of film, and I think they caught on to their play calls, and Denver didn't change them, and they got owned in the Super Bowl. That was painful. So hats off to Seattle in winning that one. But yeah, I'm a Broncos fan. But that has nothing to do with my rankings here at all. I tried to keep the teams, by and large, to the logos themselves. And I talk a little shit about the Raiders because I have to, because fuck the Raiders. But their logo is pretty iconic. I can't be too mad at it. So they now owe you a trophy. I mean, a ring. I'll take a ring. I don't need the trophy. I don't even need the Lamar Hunt. Just give me a ring. Just take a ring. Any one of the 3. I mean, I would like the first one from '97. That'd be great. And they beat the Packers. Or the second one when they beat the Falcons. That'd be cool. Yeah. No, I would like to see them get back again. It'd be great. And we'll see how they do with Russell Wilson. Thank you, Seattle, for giving him up. What were you thinking? Really? That trade, by the way? You're going to start Drew Lock? Yeah, good luck with that. That dude, he needs some work. So if you can pull it off, congrats to you. All right. That's my list. I wish one of these was S tier, but I'm not in love with any of these logos. I don't look at any of these logos and say, that is genius, the way they did that. I think having the F in the Falcons logo is as imaginative as anything on this list, but I don't think it quite ranks S tier. So that's where I stand with these. I'll be honest. Cubs still suck, says Pac in the chat. Thanks. They really do suck this year. They're terrible. Like, this isn't even a rebuild. This is just a straight up shit show. But that's baseball. We're talking about the NFL. Thank you all for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, please throw me a like or subscribe. I'd appreciate it. If you're watching this on Twitch, like a few folks are here and they've been commenting, appreciate that. Thank you for the bits tonight. Thank you for the love. Appreciate it. Until next time, stick around. Come and find me on Twitch, Wheeler Dealer, YouTube, where we do chaotic good. Every penny we make there goes to charity. Otherwise, y'all have a wonderful evening, and thanks for watching.